Hey, Joseph Richardson here. If you watching on YouTube at Joseph Richardson Lewis Sports, for anybody who tunes in on Twitch, Godalls 1989. Now what do I want to do with Samardzija? Of course, practice. I'm never gonna take a break from practice if I can get his coach trust up any. And I haven't really looked at his numbers, but I haven't even upgraded him. So for awareness and something else. Yeah, that's actually. Oh, that was a pretty. Yeah, that was. Oh, pretty good play by Samardzija, who is. Oh, yeah, that's the thing about Riley. Yeah, it's okay to throw a pit with Riley. Oh, that is. I mean, at least Oh, well, bad throw by Leonard. Come on, Leonard. Wait. Okay, there we go. Sometimes that's the best way to get it. Yeah. Now there's probably a good chance. If we could have hit end zone, maybe we get close to silver, but usually I'm gonna bronze it into that drill. Pass skeleton is not the best one to use. Now, as much as I want to upgrade him a little more, he needs to be prepared like that. I was able to prepare him. Now, I don't remember watching Samardzija, but my friend who I have friends, mostly guys, that go to a messenger and talk about this stuff with, like just Samardzija. He basically saved his body pitching in the major leagues rather than playing receiver in the NFL.
Welcome everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup.
He saved his body so many years and made more money that way. Yep. Neutral site at Georgia, not Georgia Tech Stadium.
Now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting
Notre Dame undefeated so far.
Hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Georgia Tech ain't a team to sleep on though.
Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, time to get this game started.
Although these two teams could play in the same conference. Notre Dame and other conferences, I think, are ACC. Yeah. Yeah, Notre Dame. Yeah, let's. Ooh. I don't think Samardzija gets. Actually, is Samardzija better play? In a blocking situation, I'm going to try to block.
Just outside the red zone. After the pickup of 9,
decent block attempt.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know
this game is such a huge blowout
just complete
that
and utter dominance in this
that was pretty
how
good
quick
to
their
get a
opponent and
block,
took care of business.
and
Yeah, total
he
domination in
had a
all
pretty
three
good.
phases of the
The
game.
running back did pretty
Offense,
good.
defense, and special teams.
I'm
This team
actually
came ready to play, and man, it
love,
was
man,
pedal to the
he's
metal
good.
right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meet face, ball game over.
So that's
Yeah.
going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know how much more the points. Yeah, not much, cause I was on. I mean, I can possibly, but Notre Dame's 7-0. You actually look at the schedule and think, is that how they got? Because they beat everyone except Northern Illinois up until the 90, which Ohio State beat them. Uh-uh. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to keep the coaches impressed. Because and honestly, I don't dig up personally how college went for some of these guys. Like, could I bring back Mansell? Oh Lord, do we really want? He's a 3-star, so it'd be a little different working with him. But Navy, a triple option team, thankfully, I'm an offensive guy. What corner would I want to bring back for Notre Dame? Or make? I don't know if Monte Tao was what linebacker he perhaps was. Ooh, that was a pretty big play. Okay, not a bad start. Yeah. Yeah. You're already bronze in this one. Yeah. Way to just pretty good play. If you oh, somebody was hitting. Hey, that's what I want to see from the Irish though. Even if it is a Catholic university, I ain't gonna discriminate solely off of that. I don't know if everybody at Notre Dame is really Catholic on the football team. I'm thinking they might make exceptions to guys like, who knows if Leonard is really Catholic or if he's a Christian. Sounds to me like he might not necessarily be a Catholic, but is a believer in God and maybe Jesus too if he ain't Catholic. Now could we? Oh, that was a pretty good try though. We were that close to silver because of the hot start, but I gotta at some point update this guy. Yeah, while the leadership has been decent, yeah, he studied up and all. I'm not I'm not upset that if I knew a 2-star player who stood out, I'd probably do them too. Do we? Navy's a robbery. Not that. Not that. Is there anything? Okay. I think what I want to do is white out. I'm gonna white out against Navy because they are a rivalry. And I'm not too sure if Air Force is a rivalry of Notre Dame's too.
Welcome everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup.
What
Nobody at
player
home
could
today who can
potentially
stake
do
their
that
claim in this
joins the
neutral site
forces?
showdown. This matchup today, part of the
Not
lifeblood
gonna
of
do
the
that
sport.
UGA
A
player that's
rivalry
gonna be on
game
the
where
new
the
game,
results will be
or that
remembered
is
for
already
a
on this
lifetime.
game.
As we'll see the number 4 team in the
People
country,
can
the Notre
transfer
Dame
out of the
Fighting Irish,
service
taking on a
if
squad
they
hoping to prevent
want
another
playing
L
time
this week.
elsewhere.
The Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College
Navy
Football, I'm Reese
midshipman.
Davis, joined here in the
Had a
booth
friend
by
in the
David
Navy.
Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And
Of
guys,
course,
let's get this thing started.
he usually goes for older women. Hey, Robbie, if you hear this, buddy, I'm talking about you. I know you've been known to date younger girls, younger women, older girls, older women. It's all good, buddy. I mean, chances are my brother liked your sister at one point, but she's happy where she is now in New York,
You know what's
so I
great
get
about
it.
rivalry games?
And look at that,
Each
man.
side
Your
feels
midshipman
every
would have got
wretched
shut
breath
out,
the other
Robbie.
one sucks into their
And
greedy
Chauncey,
lungs.
you were a Navy
Figuratively
man
speaking, of
too.
course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to
The
be able to
R.I.P.
brag, to
Miller
be able to text
Trophy.
message your buddies, to be able to post it up
Dang.
on social media. It's a lot of fun.
So
I
it's
think
a
fans love it more
rivalry
than
based
anybody,
on
but
someone's
it's something
death.
that every year you have a
Pretty
group
good
start.
story,
This
I
was one
guess,
Jesse. They
if
took
I
care
ever
of
look at
business,
it.
and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some
Yeah, only
great
one game from
individual efforts in this
Samardzija
game by the
to
winning team, too. So cool to
start
see some of these
college,
players that have had
but
terrific collegiate
season ain't
careers.
over. Who knows if there's... It was pretty one-sided. Not enough to get Samardzija in the game. And yeah, Chauncey, Samardzija did play for the Fighting Irish. While I'm not sure how big of a baseball fan you are, Chauncey, but yeah, the Fighting Irish had Samardzija on football and baseball. Not sure if you played anything other than football. I think you were more concerned about going to the service and not really playing college ball. Even though I did ask you years ago if you were going to try out for the football team and you didn't have interest in it. You weren't worried about playing football, you were worried about sacrificing for the country. And yeah, Chauncey Graham, I appreciate your service. Whether you're in service or not now, I mean, I still appreciate you for the kind of buddy you've been. Hopefully you ain't all upset with me over political stuff, cause I've honestly went too far with it, and my apologies to some of your friends that may have unfriended me for that reason. Oh, ooh, he actually catches that. Samardzija was a tall, physical, not really physical, but he could burn defenses. He was a deep threat. I 6'4" and 190. I would think Chauncey would probably say that's pretty good. Especially if he was a deep threat. Yeah, they didn't let him get too much farther after the ball went to his hands. Ah, every time you're like at the 2 or 1. Yeah, I actually got silver this time. And yeah, and as far as my buddy Robbie Brubaker goes, Riley was able to somehow get that ball out. I know he's known for his wheels, Leonard. Yeah, I actually think I hit gold. Oh, he was on me, but I actually... This is... I can't remember how David Rose... Yeah, that was a very good practice. I don't know if I've ever hit that high up in a. When I was Rose, I should have made him a deep threat, but because I think he was known for that more than route running. It's kind of confusing how you can do these athletes. Okay, do I wanna? Yeah, we wanna do a little bit of socializing. And since there ain't a game, we're gonna definitely. Yeah, he doesn't go too far up. But let's see what the classmates say. Huh, yeah. Florida State, another ACC. What you don't, what people may not notice is Notre Dame doesn't always have the best schedule, but some of these teams are their rivalries, are rivals that are in like ACC. I don't know if Florida State's a rival, but they're usually on the schedule. Who knows if that goes back to the Bowden days? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it does go back to Bowden or prior to Bowden. I think Bowden made it quite a rivalry though for FSU. But guess what? Do I really wanna? Oh, he just falls. Yeah, I might have. Oh, almost. It looked like he. Haha. Yeah, made you look. Oh, oh. Defender was ready to contest that ball and did. But no, for my buddies who served and were midshipmen, you should be happy that you did go into service, and whether it was worth it or not, y'all can always reach out to me if y'all wanna talk to me. Cause I know the military's, I mean, even though I haven't personally been in it, I definitely don't think it would have been for me necessarily. Oh, wow. Do I need a... Yeah. Yeah, this has been pretty bad practice. Oh yeah. Now if... I'm surprised actually. I don't necessarily... Yeah. I do know how to call for the ball, but you know, when I'm controlling Samardzija, I think the computer's automatically trying to threat me as Riley Leonard to throw it to the other guy I'm controlling, Samardzija. Cause yeah, you would think QB drill perfect. Yep, I was able to recover and and while I'm gonna ride with I'm not what am I looking to update first and foremost is what I'm not certain of. But what? That's current home. That's a good alternate, but that's yeah. I thought we've already had that, but with the white pants, not the best look, but why not use it anyways?
Welcome to the house that Rockney built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. Today,
Fighting
we have one of those
Irish.
games that test your focus.
The only
Top
way they could
25
ever
teams
play for a
against an
national
unranked
championship
opponent. Can you take
in the
care of
BTS
business?
era was
As we'll see a
win
squad
every
from the
game.
ACC,
Now I'm
Florida
gonna see
State
the
Seminoles,
the
taking on the
Notre Dame
fifth-ranked
Fighting
team in the
Irish
land,
colors
the
with
Notre Dame Fighting
the
Irish. Glad to have you with us for
jerseys
eSports
with the
College
white
Football. I'm
pants.
Reese Davis. David
That's
Pollack and Jesse
probably not often looked at. Let's see if Florida State, yeah, they score first and they're up 10, but Notre Dame might be looking to fire back. Oh man, imagine if FSU actually wins this. Well, we're in overtime, and what
I know how
happened?
to sum up this game
Wow.
succinctly. That was fun.
Against a terrible FSU team
Fun for
in
them,
real
fun
life
for
was
us, just the
one
back
or
and
two
forth.
wins.
Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Fact
Yeah, every
is
play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs
I think
practice
Riley Leonard
overtime
is player of the
scenarios
game
and
if he
situations throughout the week. It's
brought him
important to
back
drill
with
these
his
types of
arm.
scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse
Yeah.
Baum.
And I think I heard they are going to use some real life coaches on the game. I guess they worked something out. Yeah, people like Kirby is all for that. I don't know if Saban would be. You wonder if he'll want to be included in the game. I don't think he is, though. If only you can do him as a pick'em. Fact is, Samardzija, the the fan favorite is upgrading. I think honestly, I want to save the file because, and look, while I shouldn't be all down my because I have because some of my lay friends are just busy with children and other things in life, I realize that Lucas Holly, that's the name she goes by on social media, she's kind of been the bright spot lately. And yeah, I did a contest on Facebook, and how I pan out, I'm not too sure yet. Fact is, I posted a picture with any luckless gear on, and of course, knowing me, it was gonna be one of her gears. Ooh, I went too far off that throw. Yeah, that's okay, I bronzed it. Yeah, he called for it. He gets a little bit more than 10. Now the confusing part, yeah, they're gonna, I knew if I did take the catch, the fact that I can make this dude, I thought he crossed the goal line, but, uh-huh. I just got silver. Now to get gold, yeah, I could have tapped that. Okay, wasn't quite good enough for gold, but a high regarded silver practice. A very high silver practice, not quite good enough for gold. Now I got 5 points to use, and of course you keep your studying up. Yeah, of course you're gonna try to keep the in Virginia, another ACC opponent, which they have a mixture of conference teams and the armed forces. I think we're just gonna use basic home, not even white pants, just gold pants with the blue. Gotta forgive my dad, he's just, you know.
Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built. Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish.
Yep, Jesus.
We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know
I
how
thought
chaos
they were
can
more
ensue
about
if
Mary
they start
than
smelling an
Jesus,
upset.
though.
As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking
I
on
think
the
they
fifth-ranked
still
team of the
focus on
land, the Notre
Jesus,
Dame Fighting Irish. For EA
but
Sports
not
College
as much
Football,
as
Reese Davis
Mary,
with
I
you
don't think.
alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and
I
guys,
could be
can't wait
wrong
to
on
get
that
this
too.
one started.
Trust me, it's been years since I learned about other religions, and it was just what the college group wanted to do during that time. Well, it's been a close game, but oh Lord.
You
Dang, did
know,
we?
there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this
Virginia
was a bitterly
sucks.
disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between
I'm
winning
actually
and losing.
curious
It's the small
at
things.
how
If you find those
awful
things that you need to improve on, keep working on them,
was
keep
Leonard.
developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
Yeah,
That's going to do it for
Leonard.
us from here for Jesse Palmer,
Did the
David Pollack, I'm
Russians
Reese Davis,
suck
and this
too?
has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah. I'd say Preston loves yards per carry. Wasn't actually bad. Looks like the yards per catch, some of them, yeah, 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 I think the offense had issues, but upsets do happen, and whether I like being on the bench with Samardzija, I have to understand that, um, if I didn't, if I thought awareness would have updated better, would have updated my guys overall, which didn't. Perhaps it didn't. I'm not anywhere near getting receiver 5. Yeah, just so, just, even though it's a 4.0 already, Lord, is this another team that could beat us? And where are we at in this? Okay, not even 30 minutes. There's a reason, and if you know Samuel Brown, that is also RBT. Sonat's the best one for receivers. Past skeleton, you go to route, and you're not guaranteed to get a catch or make the right choice with your quarterback. Yeah, he took some, like 3. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, technically. Wow, the DB didn't give up on play. That's what I like whenever I'm a DB person. That I don't always give up either. Oh, yeah, 34. We got some good, good defenders too. Just, just, I think the defense disappointed. Oh, Leonard. Yeah. I feel like... Dang. Yeah. There. Now. Yeah, about damn time. Okay. As long as we got bronze, we probably would have needed more to get silver. Yeah, bronze actually ain't terrible by any stretch either. Fact is, I'm willing to consider I'm willing to see if we can buy another rivalry maybe. I think we'll go with that. Yeah. And if you've been watching me since I've been doing series
Welcome
on
everybody, and
this,
we are fired up for
I,
another sensational college
I
football
know
matchup.
my cat
Nobody at
died.
home today who can
Roman
stake
was a
their
good
claim in
boy,
this neutral site showdown. As we wind our
but I
way toward the end of another
oftentimes
college football
wonder
season, one of the grand
what could have
traditions is paying
been
tribute
different
and respect to those
that
who
he
have
would
just
still be
poured their
alive,
souls into the
if
success of this
anything.
program and honor the seniors on Senior Day.
Yep, the
As we see
Irish
a squad from the
on Senior
AAC,
Day.
the Army Black Knights,
Now don't
taking
lose
on the
senior
15th
game.
ranked team in the land,
Already
Notre
done
Dame
lost.
Fighting Irish. For
I
EA
don't know
Sports
if
College
Virginia was
Football,
a
I'm
home
Reese
game or
Davis,
away
joined here in
game.
the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Jesse! Yep, Jesse Palmer. Yeah, why do I want to laugh at the man just because he played 5 NFL seasons and I played none? Okay, Notre Dame with a field goal. Wow. If Notre Dame is good at stopping the triple option,
There's a
Michigan,
long and storied history of great
a
games
shutout,
between these two
17
rivals, and
nothing.
this chapter adds another to that
I think
legacy.
the reason
Really impressed
why I
by the
lack of
core,
points,
by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped
Army
in this game.
is
They
a
came out,
triple
they
option
looked
team.
prepared, they were calm, definitely
They have
confident,
a
and they were
decent,
able to
I
go out
thought they
and
had a
execute
good
well enough
throwing
to
QB
get
this
this win.
season.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get
I think
overzealous.
some of the
Sometimes
armed
you get too many
forces
penalties.
teams
It's hard to rein in your emotions.
are
but
in
they did.
conferences
They kept it in
today.
check. Now, bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's
Notre
going to do it
Dame
for us.
could
For
easily
Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, I'm Reese Davis.
way to bounce back after an upset L. I don't think the playoffs is out of the question yet. Number 15 though, it's gonna take a lot, and who knows if we can actually sneak our way in there. Cause in real life, Riley Leonard does go to the NFL. I think it's pretty obvious he did. And yeah, this is, yeah, USC's, yeah, I had a better conference records with 2 bad losses to begin the season and still snuck in the playoffs. Now, where are we at with this? I think, I think with the rebound against Army, I can happily save the file. But I don't have to stop. I can go up to an hour, but I try to stop before the clock hits an hour. And I'm talking about the recording clock. Now Twitch, you can pretty much stay stay live on it. Oh, wow, they knocked the ball out like that. But no, honestly, the one lady that's made me happy lately, not against any of my close lady friends. They have kids, I understand completely. But look at Holly, who's a parent of a son and a daughter. She makes time for her fans, I get it. She's probably not the best kind of woman to really have interaction with, but she's okay on TikTok lives. Oh, I actually got a touchdown there. I'm on fire. Oh yeah. Oh, defenders, even with the side step. Dang, if the defense of Notre Dame is not. Ooh, that was a pretty good play. Maybe. Come on, you can't let the defense knock the ball out like that. Now, it's... Ah, wow. Defense is ready to hit, I imagine, this upcoming game. I try to remember who the opponent is. Although bronze at this point being as far down the depth chart as I made Samardzija. Yeah, still study. Yeah, yeah. This is why did I say this? Cause it's the battle for the Jewel Chalet. I actually found out how to say it. Chalet. Battle for the Jewel Chalet. And while I do love the current away, we're gonna white out against the Trojans. Cause I think I have an idea of what jersey I may want to go with. Even though this is, you know,
The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in
Trojans
sports.
have home
And
field
also,
advantage.
home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration.
Senior
Day. As we'll see, the number 12
Senior
team in
day.
the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me.
This is
Guys,
gonna
it's
be
time
an
to get it
interesting
going.
game. If Notre Dame beats USC, there's a chance that Notre Dame has a shot in the postseason. And of course, I'm Samardzija. I'm just gonna see if Notre Dame has any fight. Which, wow. Now, this is wow.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to
Well,
lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
I'll
Kick in the
never
gut, and you
understand
remember
why
those
Notre
exact
Dame
plays,
lost
just the things
Virginia.
I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball.
And I think as players,
But
too,
this
David,
is a
you
rivalry.
watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you
That's
definitely
yeah,
had some
McCree.
positives out there.
I've heard of
On the
him.
field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put
Did
you in
he
a
go
position
to
to
the
win.
NFL
In the
though?
end, moving
I'm
forward,
not
when
too
the game's
sure.
on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire
I
broadcast team,
don't
I'm
think
Reese Davis.
no,
This
I
has
think
been
Notre Dame
another
is going
presentation
bowling,
of EA Sports
but
College
not
Football.
playoffs. That loss to Virginia really stung, and I'd like to ask God why did that happen? You know, as a crust believer, going as a player who went to a Catholic school, I would want to know. Now, do I want to upgrade player? Any, I mean, this probably, eh, as much as route running is probably a thing. Mm, I mean, that's possible, but yeah, quickness. Actually, at some point, I would consider his key return ain't bad though. He just ain't quite there. But this IQ, no, that didn't help. I'm actually gonna go ahead and make him a 69, at least respectable. Almost a 70. And who knows if we're only in a bowl and not the playoffs. Cause who in the hell loses to Virginia? Ain't my concern, but whatever. Yep. No practices, just, well, let's see. Another. So we made all A's. Yeah, I just decided to not overdo it with the, skill, training for skill points. There's Kate Klubnik. In real life, in real life, he's still at Clemson. How am I all when I've done nothing except block them in one game? It's Independence though. Air Force, a team that I don't know if Air Force has always belonged to a conference, so I think this is the necessary bowl if Notre Dame couldn't get in the playoffs. Who knows if it actually works out? But with I'm gonna stop right here for this video for this YouTube recording. But if you're on YouTube at Joseph Richardson Low Sports, capital J, capital R, my name, Joseph Richardson. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless.